The last question is a surprise question that I came up with that I have for you.
Oh, okay.
And here's the question. What advice would you give a young entrepreneur, so somebody who wants to go out and start on their own? They're in college and they're just trying to, get their business up
I
and
got the
running.
gist of it. So somebody that's just starting out, maybe they're still in college, that wants to now be an entrepreneur or specifically start an agency.
Let's say they already have their own business idea. They like it, they're getting good feedback on it, but they just don't know like their next steps. Like they have a great business idea, but don't really know where to go from there.
What I did is you can put together a long business plan, or you can just put together a one-page business plan. Just having the idea, who your client profile is, revenue targets, goals for clients. I just did like a one-page write-up, so I can it's almost like a vision board, but in written format. So I put my concept together on paper first. And then what I did was try to determine, okay, what's needed for me with startup costs, the foundational things that it takes to start a business. So I did a lot of research on, should I just do a sole prop, or should I set up an S Corp, a C Corp, an LLC? So doing the research on the structure of your business. I talked to my CPA to find out what are the benefits of a sole prop versus a LLC versus an S Corp. So he was able to provide me some guidance on why an S Corp for me made the most sense. So then I got my EIN, I went through the Secretary of State, I opened up my business checking account so that you don't commingle funds unless you're a sole prop, it's okay. So really just the boring foundational stuff that are really important to set up properly in the beginning. And then I put together a budget. Here's how much my startup cost is. It's $800 a year for a license. Here's what it's going to cost me to secure my domain. Here's what it costs me to have a website hosting. So all of the details and the minutia of things that people don't always think about. Because I'm a numbers person, so I need to see what is it going to cost me in startup fees, and then what is it going to cost me in ongoing fees. So I pay for a CRM, I pay for a data provider, I pay for an SEO tool. So there's all these things that add up on a recurring basis. So I have my one-time startup, I have my recurring fees, and then what I do is put some revenue targets together on a budget. Here's on average how much I want to charge per client. Here's how many clients I want per year. And then once I see it on paper, then it makes it more real to me. So one-page business plan, budget, and then from there, you put your marketing plan together to go after clients. How much of your time do you want to spend on networking? How much of your time do you want to spend to optimize your website for SEO? Do you want to do any paid ads, or do you just want to do this through word of mouth? And then like on a quarterly basis, how many new clients do you want? So a lot of what I would suggest is making sure you have a really solid foundation, make sure you've got your budget, make sure you've got a financial runway. I think that is really, really important. If you're going to start a business, you need to have money in your account. So based on the budget you put together, how much money do you need to even start your business? And then once you put your marketing plan together, here's how much your recurring costs are. Here's when you think that you will acquire your first client. How much of a runway do you need before you start getting paid? So making sure you have that, enough in the bank to be able to support you while you're building your client base.